Hi guys. So Debbie's at the door. I woke up this morning and it was raging outside and really loud. Not that scary, just really loud, just like a pretty big storm going on. So I went back to sleep. Tried not to let it bother me, because it wasn't. And it's been raining all day. Hi Tamra, hi Darla. I think it's still a tropical storm and it's not yet reached hurricane status, but so Governor DeSantis was just telling us that it's gonna make landfall in northern Florida and be more of a rain event than a wind event. Right now, it looks kind of windy, right? But hi Michelle. But it's really not that bad. I don't know, the street's not really flooded at all, so that's good. It's good, it's good. However, I gotta say, there's better lighting over here. I have PTSD from big storms like this ever since Hurricane Ian, the big storm that Ray died in during. Not because of the storm, but the storm was there and it was raging and, you know, it looked like this. Oh, I can never turn this camera around, but it looks pretty bad out here right now. You get those waves coming down the street, waves of wind, and sometimes if there's a flood, and then it's waves of water. But I really thank you for saying you'd have PTSD too, because I find myself like sobbing at times. I didn't want to go live because I don't know if I can control myself. Seriously, just watching the storm and just remembering that day and that storm and what was going on. It was like the storm of the century. And I know that this is not the storm of the century. It's not so bad. Port Richey, huh? Yeah. But, you know, if you've ever been in a really serious hurricane, you know that things go from bad to bad to bad to worse pretty fast. It happens pretty quickly, and you know you can prepare for it, but while it's happening, you can't do anything. You have to just sit it out, get in the house. I don't have that. I'm not afraid to stand partially outside right now, but there's some big wind gusts going on right now, actually. Woo! A lot of rain coming down suddenly. So it's like it goes in bands. Yeah, I'm south of Sarasota. But you know, I'll just never forget looking outside of the window of the hospice while Ray was dying and watching the trees go from looking like this to losing all their leaves, all their palm fronds and leaves, and some of them falling down, and see which ones would remain standing. And the flood, you know, I mean, the hospice I was in with Ray was a shelter, so there was no real flood, but there was like a courtyard behind me, you might recall. And It flooded big time. I'm here, Donna, I'm here. I don't know, maybe they're hiding me again because I post too many Trump rallies. Sorry, I can't stop. I keep getting off verklempt. Anyway, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, Michelle. You know, and I actually am like, you know, the best thing I can do is go on live and talk to you guys because you were with me. You were really there with me. And I thank God for that. I never felt like I was alone. I mean, I was so surrounded by love when Ray was dying. It was unbelievable. I really, really felt loved. But, you know, don't distract me too hard, Darla, because I've got a lot of work to do. I am launching my new book. Do You Think About Me on My Birthday is the title. For those of you who don't know, and you're just new here, you just want to see what is the weather like in Osprey, Florida. If you're north of Florida, they're saying Alabama's going to get a lot of rain, so worried about you guys. Hey, Kenneth, I see you tried to make a comment and then your comment got taken down. Whoa, what'd you say? Something patriotic? Good Lord. It's so wrong. All this censorship, it's so wrong. You censors, you watching me being all censored out. Dang nabbit, what's wrong with you? You want to live in a country where everything's censored? Come on. Remember growing up in the 80s and learning about Russia and being told that the Russians censored everything and the KGB watched every single citizen and questioned you if you did this, that, or the other thing. Oh, and the same is going on in Cuba and North Korea, and how terrible, and my goodness, we have to fight against fascism and communism and Marxism and all the isms. Except for capitalism. And here we are. Oh, okay, it was you, Kenneth. Oh, I'm glad. You know, I'm sensitive to it. Yeah, Debbie's a downer. Debbie's definitely a downer. She's not making me happy. I got bread and eggs and food. Enough probably to last a week, so I'll be okay. And who is coming to America? You mean you mean all the movies in the 80s where we were shown it's no fun being an illegal alien, right? Oh yeah, Coming to America and Eddie Murphy, yeah, primed us all up for the aliens, the illegal aliens. Didn't they just get us ready for that situation? It's no fun being an illegal alien. I know, I've done it. No, I take that back. I've never been an illegal alien, okay? But I was never a refugee either. But I did move to another country where I didn't speak the language, and I'll tell you what, and I was called a Fremden, which means alien, which means not from there. And some people were lovely and others not so much. Anyway, my next book is titled 7 Years in Switzerland, and if I'm a smart girl, I will get cracking on that one and read you guys some excerpts soon. because that's a fun book. But first things first, okay? Do You Think About Me on My Birthday has to percolate out there before 7 Years in Switzerland is allowed to be released. So don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But yes, I will keep you guys on the edge of your seats like I have been doing for the past, what, 3 years, Kenneth? Yep, Indianapolis, you'll feel it, the storm. It looks like it's gonna cut up to the Midwest, so think you don't get hurricanes? Yeah, you do. But yeah, I'm not reading any of my new book yet, darling. No way. Not now, not now. We have to work on Do You Think About Me on My Birthday, okay? That's gotta be enough, because I can't, part of my problem is that I try to do too many things at once. And that's never a good idea. You know, you always hear that multitasking is something that you should be doing. And it's not a good idea. I mean, it's not a good idea for me, who some people say I have ADHD. I don't think I do, but I definitely have some, like, I have an issue with whatever, maybe obsessive compulsive or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose myself because I am not a psychiatrist, and nor do I care about any kind of diagnoses about what is quote unquote wrong with me. But whatever it is, I try to fix things on my own and by myself. Seen my share of shrinks, and they have never been helpful. Only one time did a shrink help me, and she was a hypnosis shrink or something like that, something with hypnosis, which was weird. But anyway, and don't get me into hypnosis. Oh my goodness, I have a lot to say about that. But anyway, this lady said one thing to me, which was, when you want better for yourself, you will seek better for yourself. And that's the key. You have to want it. You have to be present in your life, and you have to do whatever makes you feel like you're accomplishing something that you want to accomplish, you know? And it's a neat freak. I'm not a neat freak. But I am very detail oriented, and I am very, I'm obsessive compulsive in the way that my career is everything to me, and I get my teeth in a story, I won't let go. You know, I start writing something, I write about it for years. It's just, I can do fast work, but if you let me do detailed work, it's going to take years. It'll get done, but it will take a while, which is a problem because I don't get paid that is concurrent with the amount of time that I put into projects. So whatever. It doesn't matter, because that's why I'm writing my own book and promoting my own book right now, because I need to know how it's done from the inside and do it myself. You know what I mean? I'm a one-woman show. I just want to do everything myself. People are like, I'm going to get started blogging, and I bought this program, and it's going to teach me how to do blogging. And I'm like, you don't need to buy a program, okay? You don't need any lessons from anybody, actually. You want to be a blogger? Here, I'm going to give you free advice right now. Very free advice. I love you, Kenneth. Here's the free advice. If you want to do anything from blogging to writing to music, anything, you have to do it. You have to put the time in, but you also have to do the do. You got to do the thing. And that's how I blog every single day of my life for the past, what has it been, Kenneth, 10 years now? Every day. There's some breaks. Facebook forced me to take a break last month, which was, then I was on YouTube. But I did take breaks, and I did need breaks, and I was sick, so, I had pretty bad cold, and I nursed myself, and I took care of myself, because I don't want to be a sick person. I hadn't been sick in years, so I was like, what? Anyway, and I come on, even look at me, no makeup. You know, I need a little eye help, some lipstick, it never hurts, but I'm a real person, and I don't care if you see the real me. This is me on stormy day. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. It's raining all the time. It's actually not raining right now. The rain has let up, so I'm not too mad about that. But anyway, that is how it goes in storms like this. Sorry about my camera work, because I'm using my arms, and oh, it hurts. It hurts. I need my gimbal. But I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know I'm okay. The storm is not that bad right now. I will keep you updated. Absolutely. Jill Cantori on the job. Telling it like it really is, so you know, wherever I am, you're getting the real weather and the real news. So sometimes I am your weather girl. I can be all things to everybody. Well, maybe not, but you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, that's my advice. You want to do the thing, you want to do the you got to do it. You just have to do it. You want to write a book, you have to start writing. You need some help, ask for some help. I'm a helpful person, so you ask me, but please pay me. Because I want to help everybody. I really do, and I know that nobody has any money, and I want to like help everybody for free, but then I can't help myself, and I have bills, and I got to deal with it. But anyway, that's not your problem. I got to sell these books. Don't worry, you'll get something from me. It's not ever something for nothing. Just these shows, right? Darling, I'm not the master of all, but I know a lot. I know a lot. Yes, the Tennessee night air. It did. Totally. Totally. I wasn't that sick. I mean, it took me down for like a day, and I had a headache, and you know, then I got some congestion. That was it. I never coughed or anything like that, so it wasn't so bad. I think the worst is when you're sick and you're coughing a lot. Coughing, man, coughing will take you down. You know, it's hard on your body. It's racking. That's why they call it racking cough, right? Coughing, no good. And I did not get a cough, so I'm congested now because I do keep freaking out about the storm, and not about the storm really, just about my memories. And it's coming up on 2 years since Ray passed during Hurricane Ian, and I can never unsee that, and I can never forget that. But most of you were there with me, so I come on here and I feel like you guys know what it went through, and I can talk about it, and I know that you understand. Is it coming up on 3 years? Wait, oh, for you? Not for me, right? It's coming up on 2 years for me, right? I don't even know. I'm like, oh man, what year is it? Yeah, it's 2 years. Oh, time, it goes so fast. It's so bizarre, isn't it? The way that time is like, do 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 do. Anyway. So it's not raining anymore. I'm going to go back inside and get some stuff done. I have a lot of work to do and get prepared, because my limited edition of books will arrive this coming week on Tuesday. So those of you who have ordered books and pre-ordered, or if you order right now, but you have to be a Facebook friend, well, You know, hopefully you're a Facebook friend, because that's what it says on the book. It's a special edition for Facebook friends. So anyway, the book is $35. Contact me, find a way. If you want it, I have it. And I will get it to you. So, super excited. It's a dream come true, you know, it's a goal accomplished. And it was hard. It was so hard. It was hard. I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, it took me a long time. I mean, I have no excuses for that. I do have a bunch of excuses, but you know, now that it's done, like you look back on a big goal and something you've accomplished and you're like, dude, if I would have just focused for like 2 weeks when I was like, just had nothing else to do, could have gotten this done, you know. That's not really true. It was hard. It was hard, and there were a lot of like moving parts that did get me to get it done. But the people who have been supporting me ever since I talked about publishing this book, your support, your love, everything to me, everything, and super helpful and super motivating. So that's the thing, when you have a big goal, some people say don't tell anybody about it, just do it, and there's merit to that, but tell everybody about it and hold yourself accountable. And that's what happened. I was held accountable, not just by myself, but by you guys. And thank you, because this book is going to change my life. And I hope that when you read it, it changes your life too. And I want you all to work with me in getting this book out to the masses. I don't really want to go mainstream. I don't want to be on the talk shows. You know, like I'm on a damn talk show every flippin' day, right? Whatever. I feel like, you know, if I at least had income, we can go a lot more places, do a lot more things. I'd like to travel the country. I want to do a book tour. I mean, my book, it's set all over the country, from the Jersey Shore all the way to Las Vegas. And well, no, I don't. We don't go to Los Angeles. No, that's the next book. But anyway, yeah, it goes all the way to Las Vegas. So it is really a countrywide set book that set in the 80s. Exciting times. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's like a time capsule when you read my book. You're going to feel like you're back there in the 80s, and the memories that you have will make my book even more vibrant to you. I did that on purpose. I put stuff in there that you're going to remember, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, and it's just going to spark everything off, and you're going to understand a lot more about my book than a 20-something will. And a 20-something will also get a lot out of the book and have a lot more understanding about the time that their parents and their grandparents grew up. Grandparents. Ooh, yeah, we're grandparent age now, those of us who grew up in the 80s. Hard to believe, but if you believe the 80s were the greatest decade of all times ever in the history of the world, raise your hand. Me. I don't know, it's something about the 1980s. Just a decade of greatness, a decade of innocence, if you will, a decade of, you know, it was like everything fun until the shit hit the fan, right? Am I right? Something about the 80s. It was so wonderful. Anyway, get into the I started to sing Get Into the Groove, and then I lost, I'm down on power, so I'm going to have to say ciao for now. But get into the groove, boy, you got to prove your love to me. Yeah, get up on the beat, yeah, get to the beat, boy, what will it be? When I get to know you in a special way. This doesn't happen to me every day. Don't try to hide it, 'cause there's no disguise. I see the fire burning in your eyes. Only when I'm dancing can I feel this free. At night I close the doors and no one else can see. Okay, I'll stop. I can't stop. Sometimes, you know, the soundtrack, it just runs in my head like that. That's how I know all the words. Like sometimes I'm thinking in my head, like, what are the next words? And then I'm thinking in my head, girl, just sing it. It'll come right out. That's what happens. If I overthink, then words don't come and I forget them. But if I just get into the groove, boy, you got to prove your love to me. Yeah, I just hear it in my head. It's kind of weird. I call it phonographic memory. I don't know if that's a thing, or auditory memory. I don't know. It's like a photographic memory, but phonographic, because it's sound. Anyway, it's a talent. I didn't know it was a talent until I started doing these shows. And, you know, I just break into song regularly. And apparently, you guys don't hate it when I do that. Because sometimes my people that I'm always around, they'll be like, Jill, please, stop. Oh, no, not again. You know, that's me. That's what I do. Okay, here comes the storm. Do, 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 do. Here comes the storm, I say. It's all right. Do, 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 do. All right, I'm gonna go. I will check in also with my Facebook people, but YouTube is now my place. So tell everybody, you guys, and yeah, thank you for the likes, the thumbs up. That helps. The algorithm, apparently, whatever. Anyway, I have to put in my hours for YouTube. So please encourage other people to come see me on YouTube. I'm trying to do it too, but I can't let my Facebook people down either. So I'm doing double duty. You know, do what you gotta do. One woman show right here. She works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. That's right. All right, you guys. Ciao for now. See you later. How do I turn it off? Oh, oh there it is.